15 Best Things to Do in Australia. Australia's wide variety of attractions provide adventures for every type of person. Sport enthusiasts and active travelers can go surfing, hiking, snorkeling, scuba diving, or even jumping out of a plane. City lovers can visit museums, markets, cafes, and monuments in Sydney, Melbourne, Perth or Brisbane. Those who just want a relaxing vacation can enjoy wine tastings at world-class vineyards and sail through the picturesque islands of Queensland. So for anyone wondering what to do in Australia, here are the 15 best things to do in Australia. Number 1. Snorkel or dive the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is arguably the most famous of all the Australia attractions. It is the largest coral reef system on the planet, reaching along almost the entire length of the Queensland coastline in northeast Australia. But because the reef is so huge, parts of it are still beautiful and you can still find all the exotic fish, colorful coral and other marine wildlife that you've dreamed of. Number 2. Visit Wineglass Bay. Wineglass Bay is one of the most scenic spots on the island. The bright white sand of the coastline makes the shape of a wine glass, and the sapphire sea appears to be the wine that fills the glass. Mountains tower around the bay, making it an incredible hiking spot and photo opportunity. Definitely do the Wineglass Bay walk while you're here. Number 3. Museum hop in Brisbane. Brisbane is one of Australia's oldest cities, making it an essential stop during an Australian sightseeing tour for history lovers. There are so many different museums, galleries, and exhibitions around the city. So even if museums aren't normally your thing, you just might find something that intrigues you. Number 4. Explore Kakadu National Park. One of the most incredible sights in the Northern Territory is Kakadu National Park. This massive nature reserve is one of the best Australia attractions and it is full of gorgeous sights and fun activities. You can go swimming in waterfalls, hiking through the bush, bird watching in the wetlands, or canoeing along the rivers. There are massive canyons, deep gorges, walking trails, Aboriginal rock paintings, cultural centers, and more. Number 5. See a Pink Lake. One of the most fascinating Australian attractions is Pink Lake, also known as Lake Hillier. The name is 100% accurate. Lake Hillier is home to some unique forms of bacteria and algae that secrete red pigments which make the saltwater appear bright pink. Lake Hillier is located on a small island in the Esperance region of Western Australia. Number 6. Go off the grid in the Daintree Rainforest. For nature and adventure lovers wondering what to see in Australia, the Daintree Rainforest has to be at the top of your list. This dense jungle is roughly 180 million years old, making it the oldest tropical rainforest on the planet. Here you can find trees the size of skyscrapers, palm forests, mangroves, and an abundance of unique wildlife. Number 7. Shop at Victoria Market in Melbourne. Though there are tons of fun things to do in the city, one of the best ones is to visit the Victoria Market. This sprawling indoor and outdoor market hall is filled with local crafts, tacky souvenirs, fresh produce, delicious hot meals, graffiti art, street performers and much more. There is a lot of cheap, amazing food and cool handicrafts all packed together in one area, so this is the perfect introduction to Melbourne. Number 8. Take a vineyard tour. Australia's wine doesn't get as much attention as the wine of other countries like France, Italy, South Africa, Argentina, or even its neighbour, New Zealand. But Australia's wine is becoming even more well known around the world, and for good reason. The landscape of Australia is so rich and diverse that it is able to grow delicious grapes of many different varieties and turn them into amazing wine. As a traveler, taking a vineyard tour and tasting the local wine is a very fun and enlightening experience. Number 9. Visit Bondi Beach. Everyone has heard of Australia's iconic Bondi Beach, which welcomes over 1 million visitors annually. The famous beach forms a golden crescent of soft sand, surrounding the clear azure waters of the Pacific Ocean, and is the ideal place to spend a surf and sun vacation. The protected waters of the bay are great for surfing, and beginners can take lessons with Let's Go Surfing. The entire Bondi Beach area is packed with excellent restaurants and shopping, and the Saturday Bondi Farmers Market should not be missed. Number 10, Cape Pillar Sea Cliffs. Towering over 900 feet over the brilliant waters of the Pacific, the Cape Pillar Sea Cliffs are a must-see attraction for all visitors to Tasmania, which lies off the coast of mainland Australia. You can visit the spectacular cliffs on a boat tour out of historic Port Arthur, or do it the hard way and hike to the cliffs along the 25-mile Cape Pillar Circuit, a 4-day adventure, which will reward you with unsurpassed views of not only the Cape Pillar Sea Cliffs but also Cape Hoy, Monument Lookout, and Tasman Island. Number 11, SeaWorld Marine Park, Amuse Yourself. SeaWorld is the largest marine park in Australia, which entertains adults as much as kids. It's a great amusement park to keep you occupied for a day easily. You could spot polar bears, penguins and small sharks. Number 12, Darling Harbour, a popular hub. It is a very popular hub for both locals and tourists alike. Darling Harbour is actually a waterfront pedestrian venue which is packed up with restaurant, shops, museums, entertainment spots, and exhibitions. The sea life offers a complete entertainment experience, and the entrance ticket is a very great way to move ahead of the crowds. Number 13, Horizontal Falls Scenic Flight. If you are here to experience some action, then this is the right place to head to. Here you will get to climb on a seaplane for a scenic ride to the amazing Horizontal Falls. The falls are rumbling tides that go through 2 versions of narrow gorges. A typical trip lasts for about 90 minutes and will take you all along the rocky islets and red cliffs of Western Australia's northernmost coast to Cape Levesque. Number 14, Byron Bay, Sweet Touch of Nature. Situated on the northernmost coast of New South Wales, one of the must-visit places in Australia is Byron Bay. Temperate climate hovers around the bay, which has multiple beaches and hinterland. You will be greeted by nature reserves, secluded beaches, gushing waterfalls with a sweet touch of nature to please your eyes. You can also enjoy kite surfing, one of the top adventure sports in Australia at Byron Bay. In short, with so many things to explore, Byron Bay becomes one of the top Australia tourist attractions. Number 15, Cleland Conservation Park. If you want to meet koalas, Cleland is where you will find them relaxing in their natural habitat. One of the good places to visit in Australia, the place is abundant with natural and cultural beauty. Apart from rich flora and fauna, this place has a lot of adventure to offer to visitors. The cycling trails are best to enjoy the scenic beauty of this place. Get a boost of adrenaline. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.